JoJo の奇妙な冒険 Eyes of Heaven.
JoJo Bizarre Adventures Eyes of Heaven is my winning therapy. JoJo Eyes. JoJo Eyes of Heaven is my therapy. Whenever I rage, whenever I feel like I can't win in games, I always play JoJo. Also, go on Letterboxd, by the way, because JoJo is on Letterboxd. JoJo is actually on Letterboxd, like all the parts, including the OVA, which I'm going to have to review because I haven't seen the OVAs. I haven't seen Dust Spoke Rohan, but I have seen the Stardust OVA. I don't mean the Stardust OVA. I have seen that one. That one's pretty good. But I mean the Phantom Blood OVA. You know, the original one. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. And I also have to review the real life version of Part 4, which is only, you know, one part, because you see that was made in like the live action, you know, like the live action one, yeah, which is only a bit because it was made before COVID, and you know, we didn't know, you know, it was just live action at first, you know what I mean, and then they went into COVID, yeah. So hopefully they could do a live action, another live action. Hopefully. Anyway, yeah. So go to Letterboxd right now. I've reviewed part 1, part 2, and part 3. I'm gonna review part 4 and 5 later on. Like I'm gonna review part 4 and 5 like tomorrow because I'm too lazy to. Because I'm too lazy to review all the parts at once. Let's go. Oh no, it's black hair, goddamn Giorno. What? That doesn't count.
こいつにはこいつの命がある。そう簡単には逃げられない。どうだ。お願いします。ああ、ここは僕が。無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無駄無 お前の魂は俺が引き継ぐぜ。シャボン矢のパワーを。ゴールドエクスペリエンスレクイエム。どうすればいいんだ。自分の肉体をどこへも向かうことはない。
I did have to review Spirit Away, unfortunately. That was like probably the worst. I was like, I don't want to review Spirit Away. I don't want to review it. It was okay, but to make a movie, you shouldn't rely on visuals to make a movie better. You should have done the concept more better, to be honest. I know, like, it's like unpredictable, like, you know, like the story was made up on the spot, but that's the only redeemable quality I can think of. And I reviewed The Prince of Egypt. Oh, that was good. That was actually really good. That was probably one of the masterpieces I've actually ever seen in my entire life. That was the only movie that I actually gave a 5 out of 10, to be honest. Because it's actually pretty good. The music is well done. The goddamn characters are well done. There's like there's like redeemable qualities. There's like none against it. And I can watch it, and I watch it over and over again. For it to be 5 stars, this is how you make 5 stars for me. For me, in the movies, the villain or hero has to have motivation. So let's say a realistic motivation. Let's say the hero the villain just wants to rule the world or something like that. That's like always like the usual stick of heroes versus villains. And I just hate that. I just kind of hate that because I think you have so many ideas you can do. And some hero motivations could be better instead of, oh, I just do it for the people, or I just do it for myself and not for the people, or I do it for the people and that's it. That's all I can do. Like, I feel like it should be both. I think it should be a balance between people and yourself, or people, or just only for the people. Oh wait, give me a second. I'm going to lower down the volume because I need to talk as well, because I need to talk as well. The sound is so loud. Just put it down. You know, I'll lower down my volume so I can hear myself, to be honest. Viewed Prince of Egypt, it's pretty good. Pretty the first ever movie I've actually given a 5 out of 10 stars. As I was saying, the way to get 5 stars for me should be not no stars for visuals. I don't give any stars for visuals because you shouldn't base your movie just for visual, and that's what Spirited Away was basically about. It's basically about visuals and about nothing else. Not the characters, not the... I think I want to get rid of the fucking music. I'm sick and tired of listening to the same music over and over again. Like, look at it. Here's annoying music. There we go, much better. So the way to get 5 stars is heroes and villains motivations are really good, better. So that means like not trying to be as cliche, you know what I mean? As you know, like as everything else. Like literally, I've watched so many movies that I can literally predict the next movement of fucking villains and heroes. The hero wins, then it's either the hero wins by blind rage or by lying to others and getting his own way all the time. That's the way I can see it. And when so he'll have, if there's rage in the movie, if there's rage, there's only 2 types of rage. Is when the main character's sidekick dies, or when he realizes the main villain kills his parents or something like that. And that's why and that's justifiable, even though it's not really, because it's not justifiable to kill him. Even if he killed your parents, you shouldn't hold any ill will against him. Even when Batman found his the villain who killed his parents, he didn't show any ill will towards him. He was angry, yes, but he knew he was blinded by rage and he's going to kill him, and he's going to be worse than him. And that's going to be in the aspects of minor villains and minor antagonists as well, that I'm going to explain in the, you know, in lefty discussions soon enough. But yeah, so villains and heroes should be creative, should be more creative with their reasoning behind what they're doing and what they're doing. Like, should be creative and should be shouldn't be the same thing over and over again. Like, oh, the villain wants to rule the world. Oh, hero wants to save the world. Oh, I'm so interested. You know what I mean? Like, I have so many heroes, villains, you know, I have so many ideas of fucking heroes and villains, motivations, actual real life motivations. But no, it has to be the same thing over and over again. It can't just be something different. And if it is different, people just hate it. People just hate this differentness. Like, name one good bad ending story. Like, so many people are like, it's a bad ending. No, I hate bad endings. Everything has to be a good ending. Everything has to be happy and jolly. Fuck off. No one wants to watch a fucking 50-minute movie, an hour-long movie about heroes winning the battle in the end. Even though you should be allowing the the creators to create their own thing and create their own unique personalities and unique heroes and unique superpowers, unique unique villain ideas. But whenever that happens, it feels like a threat to everyone. It feels like a threat. It feels like, oh my god, this villain is so relatable. Oh my god. Shut up. Let fucking creators create whatever the fuck they want, and stop making them do the same thing over and over again, like some sort of fucking thing they have to do. Like, oh, you signed a contract, oh, you have to do this certain thing. No, you signed a contract. Yeah, you're signing a contract to do whatever you want to do with your story, with your idea, and I will respect that. That's what I did for Spirit Away. The creator didn't have a story. The creator didn't have a story, which is creative, but he's relying more on visuals to save his movie than the characters and the character arc. Like at the beginning, for 5 minutes, She-Hero, whatever her name is, had a character arc, which she was afraid, she was like shy, she was like anxious, and the parents were, endorsing and greed and like, like, oh, none's gonna happen, like nothing's gonna happen, we're all gonna be safe. Like that's good. Like that's good character arc. But you should be relying more on the characters than the fucking story and than the visuals. You shouldn't be making the visuals more better. Like Shrek didn't have any visuals. Like it's like the animation, let's be honest, is ugly. But the story is amazing. The character is amazing. The references are amazing. And I don't care about visuals, to be honest. But no. Everything has to be happy and dappy. Everything has to have 4K goddamn graphics with fucking high resolution on their fucking movies to make a fucking Oscar nominee. Why can't people just make something different for once and shut up? Shut up and fucking let them fucking do whatever they fucking want. And not restrain them to fucking do something that they don't want to fucking do. And respect their ideas. Even if it's a bad ending, fucking respect their ideas. Fucking respect it. Sure, people should be learning from these fucking bad endings. That you're not gonna go get your own way all the time. Like, that's what bad endings teach you. That even heroes can't get their own way all the time. Because every time they get their own way, they win battles, they win against minor antagonists for no reason, treat them like dirt, and you should be feeling sorry for the fucking minor villains, because all they do, even though the minor villains are just trying to do their best, trying to do their jobs, which you all do jobs, and you're trying to do your job as a professional. You shouldn't be arguing against that. Fucking minor villains should be gone. Because minor villains can be unique. Minor villains can all be unique with their own unique traits and personalities. They shouldn't be restrained to this system where they have to go for the money, for the goddamn fame, for fucking anything. Like Whole Horse, absolute best minor villain, minor antagonist. He doesn't care about being first place. He doesn't care about being third place. He doesn't. He just wants to be second place. And yeah, he did. Now, I'm being honest here. He did want to have the money at first. At first, he wanted the money, but then he questioned Leo's loyalty, and he kind of went against Dio sometime. But in the end, it didn't do anything, to be honest, because Dio always. Uh, Dio, I think Dio is respected a bit because see, Dio in part 6, he said that no, when Poochie said to him, was there any villains that he felt were weak, and he said no, any villain that went for him, no matter what stand, he will respect because every single stand has its own strengths and weaknesses. And he believed that Jotaro even have strengths and weaknesses, same way as that. I don't know if it was trying to, induce Poochie to believe him or something like that, but it's quite sympathetic where he comes from, because Dio had been raised in with an abusive father, and he was raised in a place where people said he was weak. He was weaker than everyone else, and you kind of sympathize with him, saying, "Oh, he doesn't deserve he kind of deserves the world because he kind of grew up in the world where he's not going to rule, but he wants to rule. You know what I mean? Like he wants to achieve something, but he can't." And that's like kind of like what it means by that. Jotaro is like an edgelord that wants to win every single fight. You should just see in Letterbox, just look in Letterbox and see my rage, because I'm not gonna explain my rage here, because I'm here to have fun and not care about the fucking stupid graphics. Look at this, oh look, it's not 4K. Oh, someone's gonna have a fit about that in the comments below, saying, "Hey, you're not playing in 4K. Look at that graphics. Ew, disgusting." No, I care about fucking having fun. Fuck you. That's why I'm playing this, playing Mortal Kombat X, because I can't buy Mortal Kombat 11. And you shouldn't be criticizing me for fucking playing whatever game I want. I'm not your fucking puppet. I'm not dangling on your fucking string. I'm not dangling anyone's string anymore. I'm free from the pain and torment you guys did to me. I'm free from doing your dirty work. But I still will respect you guys. I still will respect you. Like, I like you guys. I like you. But just the problem is, sometimes people, when I play some games, you guys go have a fit about it and say, "Oh, you shouldn't be playing that game." Sometimes. It only happened like once. But just bear with me. Just fucking stop. That's it. I can't wait anymore. I'm sick and tired of waiting for fucking getting JoJo's. And another star would be the another star as well. Didn't I say? Yeah, I didn't say that. Another star is that it wouldn't be in one trip pony, like like JoJo, like it's a one trip pony, like you can only experience this once, which is the same reason why I don't play Danganronpa anymore. It's just a one trip pony. It's just a one trip goddamn pony. I don't like Danganronpa. It's okay. I don't say it's a masterpiece. I don't say it's a good game. Like, I'm not saying it's a masterpiece, but it's decent. And that counts as something. But if I would rather Phoenix Wright or Danganronpa, I would go for Phoenix Wright, because Phoenix Wright has evidence that you need. Danganronpa doesn't have evidence you need, and has like 90% of evidence. Danganronpa is like, oh, are you a detective? No, I'm not an experienced detective. Oh well, we'll just give you so many evidence that you don't have. Like, I know it's realism. Like, you won't have all the evidence you'll have, like all the correct evidence. But I feel like when you're given a person a new game, they're not gonna know how to be a detective first time. So it results in looking up a walkthrough. Same as Phoenix Wright, even though you have all the like all the right clues and all that stuff, you need to find the clues, you know what I mean? You have to find the clues and what order it goes into, like, what do you do? Just detective games in general just need a walkthrough. Detective games in general, you're not smart enough to do it. If you are, you're a god. You're an absolute god. Because I found no one, absolutely no one, that actually knows what they're doing except watching a walkthrough on those games in general. Because if you look, it doesn't matter if you give them the evidence that they need, they're still going to need a walkthrough on what approach you should do. And if you give them too much evidence, they're still going to watch. Like it's a lose-lose situation right now. It's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose. And that's why Prince of Egypt won, because 5 stars, because 1, it's not one trip pony. 2 has great characters, has a great plot, has a bit of motivation into it, and I understand the motivation instead of ruling. Like, if you're right, listen, if you are going to put ruling the world, that's fine, but at least have a reason for why he's ruling the world. Like, premises. He is an example of ruling the world, but he's also another example of how he used to do a villain correctly for ruling the world or destroying the world. Because he's afraid of being the weak one in the train. Usually villains are just doing it for the fun. Don't care. Ramesses is just like doing it for some reason. He's actually doing it for a reason, not for doing it just for the fun of it. And yeah, you can make an argument with me saying that Joker did, but at least Joker was a chaotic masterpiece. He was unpredictable. You didn't know if he was going to rule the world or not. You didn't know he was going to burn the world down. He was just doing it just to. I feel like he was just doing it for to make Batman go insane and drive him to kill him, and to break Batman's moral code, to spiral out of control, and have a Batman in the world that doesn't go for rules and morality anymore. I think that was his goal at the moment, to be honest. But anyway, Dark Knight, I don't know what should I give that because I haven't reviewed it yet. I want to watch it again because I actually want to watch it. I've watched it like three times. So it might get 5 stars. It might get 5 stars. It might. Just might. It doesn't matter. I don't know if it might or not. Because I have to review it again. If I'm gonna watch it again, you know what I mean? Because Batman does have a good reason why he fights. Because he lost his parents. And he lost his parents to a mugger. So that's why he's not killing anyone. Because he'd be worse as the mugger himself. Joker has a good reason, has a good motivation. He doesn't even have motivation. He just does it, which makes him more better. So, it probably would be 5 stars. It depends, really. It doesn't really. I don't care about the visuals. It's actually pretty good. Even it's pretty standard visuals. You see, you can still make good movies without visuals. Spirit Away. Learn from these movies. You don't need visuals for everything. Jesus, how long has I been talking? I've been talking for 32.24 seconds about my Letterboxd reviews. But still. Oh, I don't know how to play as fucking him. I thought it was the alternate world deal, sorry. Yeah, I was really disappointed in part 3, to be honest. It was just mostly JoJo fucking punching everyone. Not the side characters doing anything. Side characters was doing fucking none in part 3. In part 4, yeah, some side characters were working. I might boost part 4 to a half star for that. For another reason. Maybe part 4 could get 4 stars, maybe. It really depends, because it's kind of the same thing as part 3, but it's okay. I would rather watch part 4, to be honest, than part 3, because it's just basically the main character does everything. But in part 4, some of the characters do, the stuff. I think the reason why I hate part 4 is because, it's pretty long, it's pretty boring. And I just want, and there's like literally like some episodes that you would skip. Like there's some episodes you'll just skip, like you won't even watch. Which shouldn't be the case. Like every episode should be watched. But no, I think the Cinderella episode, the Cinderella one, that one you don't even need to watch because that one's just all about fucking the Yandere and Koichi just being together and seeing if Koichi, like, I don't understand it. Koichi had to, say, what does he like, which makes it understandable in a fairy tale sense way. Like, it's not just you're not being selfish. You're doing it for someone else. someone else's happiness, which I understand, but it's just a pretty boring episode. It just goes on forever and ever on this one message, which is a good message, but it just goes on. It's like goes on and on and on and on. I'm like, is this over yet?
鉄球の回転鉄球の回転鉄球の回転鉄球の回転鉄球の回転この自分のマフラーで十分スネックマフラーしろ
Kira is pretty good in part 4, so yeah, I'll probably give him some credit. But the problem is, I think Kira didn't actually want the quiet life, because if he actually wanted the quiet life, he would have played as, you know, what's his alter ego? I need to see after this battle. You know, I'll see right now. Might as well, you know what I mean? Like, he was Kira Yoshikane, right? And he became Kaiwa? Let's just call him no, let's just call him Kaiwa. So he was playing as Kaiwa, and he had a peaceful life. He had a family, he had a mother, and he had a wife and a daughter. Because he took an identity, he took a different identity. And part 4, you know, the old years, Yoshikawa Kira was a serial killer, and he tried to kill a bunch of women for their hands. I know, the hand fetish. But when he became the second identity, he had a peaceful life. And he could have easily got this peaceful life if he stayed as this character, but he decided to just become more Kira. He didn't want to become this alter ego. He just wanted to become Kira. And he wanted to be revealed, because every time when his name is mentioned, or like whenever he gets you know, revealed, he always like, it's like this face, you know, like this face, oh dear, you know it's me. And now he wants to get caught or something like that. You know, he always wants to get caught and escape from that, escape from that trouble, so he, you know, he can say that he has some luck on his side, so he can feel a bit happy, you know, a bit happiness, you know what I mean? Which is understandable, but I still won't give Josuke any credit, because fucking Josuke, he didn't do anything in the fucking parts. All he did was like a couple of things, that's it. And that's good. Making the fucking main character not the main character. But I would like him and Kira fight off a bit more in that battle. You know, like when he's like, you're within my range. The battle ends before it even starts. Like, all he does is go, Dora, and breaks his arm, and breaks his both arms, and Kira says, oh, you're strong, and he's fast as well. He's fast. And then it's over. He gets killed, done. Because JoJo has stopped time for some odd reason. Just end me. Part 5, I'll probably put for part number 4 stars, maybe 5 stars, because I do want to watch it over and over again. But I did say it's just a one-trick pony, to be honest. Like the whole JoJo is one-trick pony. But I did watch some parts of part 5. I don't know. I don't consider sincerely count that as watching it over and over again. Maybe. I don't know.
確実に狙えるぜ
Oh yeah, are you guys excited for part 6?
直して戻せるぜ
Part 6, can't wait for that, you know. I haven't read it because I can't read. I can't read it.
俺がやったんだこいつでどうだザフールクレイジーダイヤモンド直して戻すぞ俺の自動追尾弾だぜこの位置から叩きに行くぜ射程距離内に入ったぜ射程距離内に入ったぜこの位置から叩き込むしかねえ確実に狙えるぜこれはこの位置から叩き込むしかねえ
Oh well. Alright, that's it everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye bye.